Do, 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 do.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan Dimlin, and I'll be flashing you with this month's hottest news. Coming up are our sexy guests, qualified predictions and analyses, as well as an expert who can provide you with all the answers. Satisfaction guaranteed. Stay tuned to this month in the news. TV channels seem to be obsessed with U.S. presidential primaries. Grandpa McCain has already secured his position on the Republican side, but the situation is much less decided with Democrats. Linda Sammy has the full story.
Good evening, Jonathan. I strongly believe Hillary should be nominated.
Wait, you're supposed to report on the situation. We're looking for objective facts, not subjective feelings.
Man, you simply can't accept it if a woman can do her job just as well as any male, can you? I strongly believe Hillary should be nominated. In fact, I think she should not only be nominated, I think she should be elected the President of the United States. I'll tell you why. We all remember what her husband did to her. His Monica Lewinsky affair in the White House. Now I appeal to our traditional family values and to the sense of social justice, fellow Americans. Isn't it only fair that Hillary should be given an opportunity to publicly humiliate her husband just as well as he humiliated her in front of all the American people and the world? Doesn't she have the right to an Oval Office blink? What kind of people are we if we don't care if injustice goes unpunished? Where are those ideals our forefathers strived for? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of personal happiness at the expense of 300 million plus a bunch of illegals? What the...
Seems like we've lost connection. Oh well. Interestingly enough, however, no matter how preposterous Linda's opinion might seem, there certainly are other clues pointing that way. In Decent Gardens, Misery Nancy Ortega has organized a group of women activists in a rally to endorse Senator Clinton's candidacy.
Basically, I got a group of friends and family together. We believe Hillary is the right person for the job. I mean, first it was her husband Bill, then Spitzer and that new governor guy. I know other women who have been in the same situation. Maria, Consuela, Janice, the girl from the beauty salon, Patricia, Dora, her sister Joanne, Ottilia. Unless we, the women of America, do something about it, it's going to become like an epidemic.
Hillary, she is one of us!
Let's take a look at the big picture. How is America doing? Our chief correspondent and U.S. analyst, Sam McCunkle, is here to provide us with the facts. Sam, how is America doing, analytically?
Thank you, Jonathan. I think I can confidently say that March has been much worse than February.
Why is that?
Well, look, let's just say that in February you had a Super Tuesday and a Super Sunday, but in March all we've had is a Good Friday, a severe drop in mood.
Could this also be related to the low value of the dollar?
Well, let me put it this way. It's a good thing all U.S. coins and bills bear the inscription, "In God We Trust."
Wait, are you saying Americans have yet to face worse times?
I'm saying, from an analyst's point of view, they have yet to face worse or better. In other words, change is underway. In fact, even now, if you sniff at the air, you can almost smell it coming.
Speaking of sniffing, I just happened to notice this little your nose. It's a little red.
I've got a little cold.
But why are your pupils dilated?
Well, it's dark in here. Let's just get on with the show.
Right. Well, now that we've heard the prospects for America, let's take a look at Slovakia. Jennifer?
Actually, my name is Janet.
Alright, Janet, what can you tell us about Slovakia?
Good evening, Jonathan. Slovakia has also been going through some tough times. Prime Minister Robert Fico has announced.
I'm sorry, Janet, but when I said, what can you tell us about Slovakia, I meant the basics. You know, the whereabouts, whoabouts, etc.
Right. Well, it's a small landlocked country in the heart of Europe. Are you following me?
I'm not following you.
It takes up the area of some 50,000 square kilometers.
Whoa, you lost me there.
It's approximately the size of New Hampshire and Vermont combined. With a 5 million population, roughly like Maryland.
Janet, let me stop you for a minute. You said it's a landlocked country. Are you absolutely sure there's no sea there?
Right, Jonathan. You're probably thinking Slovenia. That's not a problem, because President Bush was thinking the same while visiting Slovakia. It's an honest mistake. Never mind. Let me explain then. Slovakia and Slovenia are both Slavic countries, but they're as different from each other as apples from, you know. First of all, Slovakia was part of Czechoslovakia, while Slovenia was part of Yugoslavia.
So, perhaps there's another thing they have in common? Having been part of a larger country under the communist regime?
Well, yes, but they are really diametrically different. Here, perhaps, if you compare their flags, it might be clearer. So, Slovakia, Slovenia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Slovakia. Wait, I mean, Slovenia. Wait.
Thank you, Janet. Perhaps we'll be able to come up with a better answer in the next part of our program. Ask the Guy. Cornell White is an authority on answering questions. He holds a degree, and he's authored several books and many academic articles on... Cornell, it's good to have you with us.
Yes, it's very good for your team ratings.
As the renowned author and answerer, excuse me please, could you please explain to our viewers what the difference is between Slovakia and Slovenia?
Well, okay, let me ask you first. Most of our viewers are Americans, right?
I suppose so.
Okay, so if you're an American, then for you there is absolutely no difference between Slovakia and Slovenia, because McDonald's is in both countries.
Also, perhaps our viewers might be interested in why they should care about Slovakia.
Care about dear viewers, especially those of you in Washington DC, let me inform you that there is absolutely no oil in Slovakia. Therefore, there is absolutely no reason to care about Slovakia and to try to bring democracy to Slovakia. Okay, is that right? Is that clear?
Yes, I think that answers my questions. Remember, if you would like to get your questions answered, send us an email to campuscomedy@gmail.com. Wait, I think we have an incoming transmission from Janet. Janet?